and welcome to another episode of Education in the Diaspora. If you are new here, my name is Tisha, and this is the platform where people who have studied abroad share their experiences and give us tips on how we can apply for schools and scholarships. Okay, and today we have another special guest here, and he's going to talk to us or share with us about studying in Germany. Yeah. So my guest here for today holds an MSc in Economic Policy from the University of Siegen or Siegen, I'm not sure. And currently he's pursuing another MSc in Agricultural Economics from the Humboldt University of Berlin. And prior to that, he has studied social sciences, right? Bachelor of Education in Social Sciences from the University of Education in Ghana. Aside all this, my guest is also a study abroad consultant. So if you want to study in US, in Europe, in China, he's the right person to go to. Let me show you something about what he's doing before we continue. Yeah, so those are his details. We will also leave them in the comment section so that if you want to contact him, you can do so. My guest this afternoon is Mr. Dominic Owusu. Welcome to Education in the Diaspora, Mr. Owusu.
Thank you, madam. You're also welcome.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, please, I can.
Yeah, I'm good.
And how is Germany?
I'm good.
How is Germany? How is the chancellor?
Yeah, Germany is good.
Okay, the weather, I'm sure is
everybody is good. Just that the weather is unpredictable.
Yeah,
German weather is unpredictable, but
unpredictable. At least right now it's not too cold, right?
No, but in the next minute it's raining. In the next minute is the sun is shining. So every day you have to be alert. The weather is unpredictable for now.
Well, I'm sure you are getting used to, or you've even already gotten used to it, right? So tell us, why did you choose to study in Germany?
Sure.
Why not in an English-speaking country, since you are a Ghanaian and your official language is English? Why Germany?
Yeah, when I completed my bachelor, I decided to do the postgraduate degree abroad. But the main problem with studying abroad is the tuition fee. So I realized that in Germany, they have free tuition. You can study virtually for free. Wow. So I took advantage of that one. In UK, it's very expensive. In Canada, tuition is expensive, the same as US. But in Germany, you can get high quality education for free. So I took advantage of that free tuition to enroll for a master program in Germany. So the main reason for choosing Germany was the free tuition. And then secondly, they also offer high quality education. So the same thing you can get, the same standard you can get in UK and US, you can also get the same in Germany for free. So why do I have to pay so much money when I can get the same quality thing for free?
Yeah.
So I just have to make a good choice and then settle on.
Wow. So tell us, how did you find the school?
Well, I attended a seminar organized by the DAAD, German Academic Exchange Program in Ghana. So during that seminar, I got to know about opportunities in Germany. So I did. After the seminar, I sat down and then I went through a lot of universities and then selected some few. So I had about 6 or 7 admissions. Then I settled on the University of Siegen because I was so much interested in the content of that economic policy studies.
So how is the application process like? Hello?
For Germany, it's a little bit different from. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I
For
can hear you
Germany, the
now.
application process is a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, from UK and then Canada. Because after doing the online application, you just have to post it. You have to post your certified copies to the university. So if you don't post it, most of the universities will not even assess your qualification. So
Okay.
after doing the online application, then you have to post the certified copies of your academic certificates to the university. And then there are some universities, they don't handle the application process. They have given it to an organization, we call it Uni Assist. So the Uni Assist, you apply through the Uni Assist, and then they will assess your qualification if you qualify based on the requirements given by the university. Then they will forward your application to the university. Then the university will decide finally whether you will be admitted or not.
Not
So it
okay.
depends on the criteria given by the university.
Oh, okay. So
But
in this way,
mostly you will post documents.
okay. So in this way, like there's no general requirement. It depends on which school you are going. So you can't say that okay, if you want to study in German, you should have this and this and that. It's university dependent, right? Oh,
Hello,
I think
the line was breaking, so
yeah.
the line was
I
breaking, so I couldn't get a question.
yeah. So I was asking, what are the general requirements, or does it depend on which university you are going to?
Yeah, it depends on the university and then the program in particular. Because for computer sciences program, most of the universities will require that you write an entrance exam.
Okay.
But for some courses, they will conduct interviews, but for most of the programs, no, there is no interview. But the basic requirements is that you need to have your SHS certificate, that is your high school certificate, your university certificate, transcript, and then your English proficiency certificate from the university. Most universities in Germany don't require that you write the TOEFL or the IELTS. The medium of
Oh, okay.
instruction
That's
certificate is okay. Yeah,
wow.
it's okay.
That,
But
that's cool.
the admission requirements depends on the program. There are some programs they are restricted admission, others are not restricted. So with the restricted programs, what it means is that at the end of the application process, they will select the best, the top best, assuming they have 50 places and they receive 500 applications. They will rank and then select the best 50. But with the unrestricted programs,
Let me ask this before you
they can
continue. So, I mean, if you talk about the best, is it the best based on the academic transcript, or the best based on the motivation letter or statement of purpose, or the best based on your CV?
Yeah, they will. Most universities with a restricted program, they will assign points to your transcripts. If you get like a specific grade, they will give you a point. Then they will also assess the motivation and then award a point. And then your CV, they will also award a point. So after everything, they will just sum it up.
Okay.
So you might be a first class student, but if you don't write a good motivation, somebody might be a second class upper student, but the person will get admitted because the person has the passion. The passion. But you are a first class student, but you couldn't express why you should be admitted.
Okay.
So the motivation
Wow.
also counts. It counts.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So you mentioned that you chose Germany because because of free tuition or relatively lower
Yeah.
right? So does that mean that there are fully funded scholarships for students who want to study in Germany? Because we have David Kujo asking here if there are any undergraduate fully funded scholarships.
No, for fully funded scholarships, for bachelor, I have not come across some. I have not
Okay.
come across some. But what I can say is that from bachelor to PhD, everything is free. But some programs have scholarships for the master and then for PhD. But for bachelor, I haven't come across a scholarship. But everything is tuition free.
Okay, so in this way, if I'm going to Germany for my bachelor's degree, it means that I won't pay school fees, but then I wouldn't be awarded scholarship. Maybe I can do some, I mean, I can self-fund myself, but I wouldn't have to pay tuition. But with master's
Sure,
and PhD, I can get fully funded
sure,
scholarships. So I won't pay fees, and maybe at the end of the month, I can get some stipend also to take care of myself, right?
sure, sure. There are
Okay.
some programs like that.
Okay. And is it possible for students to work?
Yeah, students are allowed to work in Germany.
Okay. And
Students
is
are
it
allowed
easy
to work,
for
but
is it
the
easy
problem
for
is the
students to
course is
work?
very
Mhm.
intensive. Master programming, the program is very intensive. So with the work, you cannot work full time, but you can work some 20 hours a week. You can manage it with your studies. But for full time job, until vacation, that is where you can take a full time job.
Job. Okay. And
But
even
students
if
are
you don't
allowed to
speak
work.
German, if you don't speak the language, is it still possible for you to get work to do?
Yeah, you can get work to do. If you still don't speak German, you can get some work to do.
Okay.
But in the
And also,
small
mhm.
towns, it's very difficult. In small towns,
Okay.
it's very difficult. But in the bigger cities, it's not a
You
problem.
you get something. You definitely get something. Okay. And what's the cost of living in Germany? For example, for students who may not be lucky to get a scholarship, if they are, and then they are self-funding themselves, what's the cost of living?
Yeah, the cost of living in Germany, if you compare to other Western European countries, I would say it's very cheap. It's very cheap. And also it
Mm,
depends on the location of the university.
okay.
The location of the university, because we expect accommodation in cities like Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt to be relatively higher than where I completed my first master in Ziegen. So in bigger cities, you have a slightly higher accommodation cost, but for food and everything, the same cost. What you buy for €1 in Berlin, the same thing you buy for €1 in my village in Ziegen.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and then the cost of living is very low in Germany, very, very low.
Wow. Okay, so I mean, if a student goes to Germany to study without scholarship, definitely he or she can survive, right?
Sure, you can survive without any problem. If you have part-time job, that job should be able to cater for you
Sustain
at
you.
the end of the month. Yeah,
Okay.
you will live a moderate lifestyle.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So we encourage our viewers that if you have any questions about studying in Germany, please do ask in the comment section, and then Mr. Owusu is here to answer all your questions. Okay. So far we have Godwin saying Dominic boss. Thanks, Mama T. And okay, Godwin is asking a question here. He says, "What's the name of your school, Dominic? And is the scholarship on? And can we apply?" So he's asking the name of your school and if there are scholarship offers there that he can apply. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. If I can hear you, the name of
Mm-hmm.
my university where I completed is University of Ziegen.
Mm-hmm.
University of Ziegen. But there are some other universities that offer programs mostly in English. But for my
Okay.
university, I think they only offer one program, but not in fully in English taught. It's not taught fully in English. But most universities offer courses that are mostly taught in English at the bachelor level. So there shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Mr. Godwin, I hope you've been answered. So we will get back to the questions. But before that, okay, how is the education system different from that of Ghana? The education system in Germany, how is it different from what you were used to in Ghana? Hello? I think
the line was breaking, but it's good.
Yeah. So should I repeat myself or you got the question? I was asking how different.
No, I didn't get a question, so you can come again.
Okay, so I was asking how is the education system different from what you were used to in Ghana?
Yeah, in Ghana, what I can say is that German education different in that here you'll be allowed or you'll be required to present most at the time. Unlike in Ghana, where it is mostly exams, but here it is not only exams. You have group discussions and then you have some take-home presentation and then so I didn't do a program that involves a laboratory course, so I cannot say much about that. But for my program, we did a lot of presentations, a lot.
And no
Some
exams?
were not even written exams, but it was.
That's cool then.
There are some courses we were made to present. So especially with the programming, you just do it and then you come and present your results. That's all.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know. So as a student in Germany or as an international student in Germany, what are some of the challenges that you faced?
The only problem I can say is that Germans love procedures. They love procedures. So when you come there, a whole lot of things that you have to do. You have to go through a lot of process before you can open a bank account. If you don't have an accommodation, virtually you cannot do anything. If you don't have an accommodation, virtually you cannot do anything. So I worked to a bank. I said I wanted to open an account. They asked me about my city registration. I said, I don't know, what is it? I want to open an account. They said, no, we don't do it like that. We have to know where you stay. Say, okay, I can tell you where I stay. Said, no, we need a document from the city that indicates where you stay. So I was like, wow, back home, I just needed electricity bill to open an account. So
yeah. Someone is asking if the Germans are sociable.
Yes, Germans are nice, but the thing is, they are reserved. They are reserved. They will not talk to you until you talk to them.
Okay.
So unlike Ghanaians, who are mostly friendly, Germans are not like that. They are reserved. When you meet a German, the person will not talk to you. But if you ask the person a question, the person will just be very good to you.
And answer. Okay, that's good to know. So, did you experience any cultural shock when you arrived in Germany?
Yeah, when I first came, I was like, in Ghana, even when it's green lights, you can just we all jumped red light. So it was red. I checked, no car was coming. So I just set off and everybody was just looking at me like I'm from a different planet. And then the thing is, Germans, another thing I realized is their waste disposal. They have so many colors. So you have to separate the plastic, the paper, a whole lot bottle. With the bottle, they have green bottle, they have white bottle. So you have to separate everything. So, but where we are coming from, we just mix everything up and then everything is smooth. But so you go to the kitchen and you have so many things to dispose your waste. So many things. So you have to separate a whole lot of things. So I was like, yeah, what is this?
Wow. So we have David Kujo asking. He says he would like to know some of the free tuition schools in Germany.
Yeah. If the person goes to DAAD website, DAAD website.
Let me write it here so that.
Yes, DAAD.
Okay.
DAAD website, the person will get all the information. So all the states in Germany offers tuition free with the exception of Baden-Württemberg. In the area of.
You mentioned something in the with the exception of what?
Yeah, Baden-Württemberg.
And what does
Stuttgart
that mean?
area. Yeah, in that state, Baden-Württemberg.
Okay, the state.
Yeah,
okay.
Around Stuttgart. Yeah, in that state, international students, especially non-European students, are supposed to pay a semester fee of 1,500.
Wow.
1,500. But aside that state, every public university is free for everybody. So you don't pay anything. All that you have to pay is for your accommodation, your insurance, and then your personal, but you don't pay school fees. But every semester we pay something we call it semester fees. With that semester fees, it gives you access to free public transportation. So you can use the train and then the bus system in that region for free. So that is virtually what you pay for.
So the registration fee, how much is that? Or semester fee?
Yeah, the semester fee, it depends. But it is around 350 euros per semester. And then every semester is 6 months. So the whole year you pay for like 700 euros.
Okay.
And that one, it gives you access to free public transportation.
Wow. Okay. Okay. David Kujo, Mister, I hope you have been answered. Okay. So what do you wish you knew before going to Germany to study?
Yeah, I wish I knew the language. You get to train station, especially those of us who went to smaller cities to study. Some people, they understand English, but they will just tell you, here is Deutschland.
That's right.
Yeah. So they want you to speak the language. So if you make the effort to speak it and they see that you are not able, the person will just talk to you in English. So I wish I knew
some German
language. And then one advice that I will give to anybody who want to study business and then the natural sciences is that the person should learn programming.
Which language?
Other than that,
which language?
Python is okay.
Okay.
So, wow. And the thing is, if you know one program, it's not difficult learning another. But if you don't know anything about it, it will be very difficult for you, because even those of us who did economics, at a point in time, everything was programming. It was like, we are doing economics. Hello.
Yeah. So we want to remind our viewers that during the introduction, I mentioned that our guest for today is also a study abroad consultant who helps lots of people. Okay, and we have one comment here from Mr. Evans Ochebedu. He says, Dominic, young man, okay, has helped lots of people to further their education in Germany. he's the right person to contact when it comes to education in Germany and even in the US and Canada. So viewers, I think you would have to write your phone number in the comments, or I will also leave it in the description after this live stream, so that those who would like to contact you can do so. Okay. So now tell us, what are some of the pros and cons of studying in Germany?
I don't think there are any disadvantage.
Really?
Because, sure.
Even the weather?
For the weather, my German friend will tell you that we don't have bad weather, we have bad clothes. So if you don't have good clothes, then you say the weather is bad. So if you get good clothes, every day is like summer. So
yeah.
yeah,
that's funny.
So the good thing is that you can get quality education virtually for free.
Yeah.
And the seal made in Germany will make you stand out. Yeah, even if you are buying a consumer item and I see that it's made in Germany, I don't check anything again. All that
you know that it's
I want
quality.
to do is, because I know the process we've been through. So if I meet somebody who is German trained, I know that person is of good quality, because Germans are perfectionists.
Yeah.
They want it to be done the right way. So if you study in Germany, it will just make you stand out of the crowd. You get good and then virtually free education.
Wow, that's good to know. So, with all these experiences that you've been through, or that you've gone through in Germany, how has your life been influenced?
Yeah, studying in a foreign country is good. It will help you to make good, different friends. So many friends from different countries. Now I have friends from so many countries, and then you will learn different cultures. The most important thing, if not anything at all, what I have learned from the Germans is to be on time. If a German says 7 o'clock, he means 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Ghana man time here. So
it's now German man time, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I had an appointment this morning. I got there 2 minutes late and then I couldn't enter.
Oh. Wow. They are very precise.
Yeah, sorry, but we are attending to another person, so you book a new appointment and then come later.
Wow.
That is it. But in Ghana, you will say you are wicked. Just 2 minutes, you are wicked.
Wow. Mr. Dominic Owusu, young man, as Evans just mentioned, thank you so much for.
That is how my parents called me.
You're okay. Thank you so much for coming here to share with us your experiences. But before you give us your final words, we have someone asking, please, some Dutch before you go.
Sure. It's not, not that Dutch. Ours is Deutsch.
Deutsch. Okay. So the Dutch, Netherlands.
No, that is for sure.
Okay. So yours is Deutsch, right? Yeah. Can you give us some few
Germany.
Okay. Can you give us some few sentences in German before you give us your final words?
I don't know what to say in German, because most of the people might not be conversant with that language. But what I can say is that if I am to choose between Germany and any other place, my first option will be for Germany.
Okay.
My first option will be for Germany.
Okay. So Someone is asking. We have Godwin. Just before you give us some few sentences in the German language, because we would really love to hear some. Is it possible to get a loan to study in USA? I got 50% scholarship in the university. I heard it's possible to get a loan and then refund after studying. So this one is not
there are some organizations
that you also do for.
There are some organizations in US that gives loan, but I think they have some universities that they work with. So if you have been admitted by one of their partner universities, they can offer you a loan. And most of the time, you will need somebody in the US to guarantee for you that at the end of the day, even if you don't pay, the person will pay. So I think I've seen one organization that does that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sure Mr. Godwin will contact you later on, and then you will give him more explanation about that. Okay. Now, our sentence. We want to hear some few sentences in German. Like, my name is Dominic. Also, I'm a Ghanaian, and yeah, I think that will be fine.
Yeah. Ich bin Owusu Dominic. Ich komme aus Ghana.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. So what will be your final words for your viewers? I mean, anyone who wants to study in Germany, what would you tell such a person?
So what I would say is that if you want to study in Germany, you just have to make the right preparation, you gather your documents, and then you start in advance, because the process takes time. The process takes time. So you start in advance, and then you can get everything done within 5 or 6 months. 5 or 6 months, you can get everything done. And then you don't need to write an English test, any English test.
Yeah.
Even if you had a third class, there are some universities that will accept you, provided you write a good motivation. You are able to tell them what you are coming on board with.
Okay.
Most of the time, they don't only look at the grades, they will also look at other things, because this world is not about only grades, but there are other things that makes a human being.
Wow. There are other things. It's not only about your grade. So it doesn't matter what you had, whether you had third class or lower, whatever. You just have to present yourself properly, let them know what you are bringing on board, and then yeah, you are good to go.
You are good to go.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Dominic Owusu, for coming here and then sharing with us all these nuggets. And we hope to get you here again, right? So viewers, thank you so much for staying till the end of today's episode. See you in our next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.